Hello Libras, how's it going? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah, and we are doing readings for the full moon in Virgo. So, channeling your already analytical mind, channeling a grounding energy to center your analytical mind. And also getting grounded in your emotions. Virgo, despite being an earth sign, is a very emotional sign as well. Lighting the way for others, like the Hermit card. Through discipline and restraint. That is the gift of the Hermit. Wisdom. Okay, so happening I think on the 25th. This is a timeless reading, but that's the energy that we're channeling right now. Look at you. Look at you, all fabulous in your heightened sense of intuition, your connection with your inner strength and sacred knowledge that is rooted in life, in water, in sacred femininity. Very virgin-like as well. So, keeping it fresh and unbothered. It's good. You know, when you think about the quintessential oracle of, like, you know, in those fantasy movies like Conan the Barbarian, you know, the high priestess, the oracles are always like, they've always taken like some bizarre vow of chastity. I'm not saying that's not what you need to do, but it, you know, the idea of it, the ideology of it is kind of rooted in being uninterfered with. So that doesn't mean that you're restraining yourself. You're just not letting anybody fuck with your energy. That's powerful. You cannot argue that that is not powerful. All right. Crossing that is the Fool. So you're about to embark on a new journey centered in, you know, self-discovery, in discovering something outside of yourself as well. Something that is new and innovative in your mind. Right? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here with that sort of planet Uranus energy. We are maybe acknowledging those who did invent the wheel on some level and coming up with a solid design. All right, overlooking that, we have a full cup of love, full cup of emotions. It's overflowing. Emotions are in abundance for you. The universe is telling you that you need to stay in touch with your emotions, which can be hard for you. You might have experienced some loss and you're sort of mentally processing and intellectualizing the things that you've been through, which is very detached. And the universe wants you to get in your feels and to allow those raw emotions to flow, whether it's love, whether it's sadness, whether it's anger even. I'm not saying that you need to go out there and start punching shit, but maybe you need to punch shit, just not people, okay? But just being in tune with your feels. Get in your feels, Libra. And sometimes this can also be a message that your emotions might be very raw and you need to start doing the work to refine them and process them and kind of control yourself on some level. But it's not reversed. So I would say it's mostly getting in tune with your feelings. However, this indicates that there are some learning lessons that you need to connect with. We have the Page of Swords, which is kind of like an immature version of you, or it speaks to a level of immaturity within you on a subconscious level. So your mind, it needs to, there's a lot of room for growth, okay? You might be very good at communicating in a very basic kind of way, and I don't mean like you're a basic bitch, but that could be the case. Maybe you are basic, you know? There's like, shout out to all the basic bitches out there. You help make the world go round too, okay? We all do. But with this page, you know, this page is a student. There are lessons to be learned. And, you know, this Ace of Cups combined with the Page of Swords is basically telling you that you need to be open to the idea of learning how to level up your capacity for processing your emotions. Okay? And it doesn't matter how old you are either. Like, I'm feeling like, you know, some people may feel like they're too old for that, or other people may feel like that they've done a lot of that work already. And that doesn't mean that you are not in a place where you can't or don't need to learn new things. So stay humble, my Libras, stay humble. Page of Cups. All right, so in the past, processing your emotions and learning how to be a little bit more mature and committed to the relationships that you've been in. You know, you could have been a bit of a player before on some level, or just really manipulative, but like, I'm feeling like this is in a cheeky kind of way. It's just not taking things seriously when you coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't. If it was bad or malicious, I would say that, you know, this page would have shown up in the reverse. But, you know, this could also be an individual outside of yourself that you were dealing with in the past who was very immature and not wanting to commit or show. It's almost like walk their talk when it comes to commitment. It's interesting how, you know, especially people with certain privileges, that how that can play out. Like, well, you know, I don't have to. I can get away with it with this. So I'm gonna. The Page of Cups will string people along. The Page of Cups will also like do that in a way where they appear to be present. It's like the lovable fuckboy, if that makes sense. Or the crush. This may be somebody that you were only in talking stage with. There was a crush and they led you on and acted like you were you know, you had some meaning in their life, and maybe you did. But then very quickly that changes for the page. So commitment is the thing. No hard feelings, but also bye. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on for the Libras. Now, this Page of Cups could be a young person in your life, though, if you're older. Okay? So, dealing with this young person in your past may have taxed you in some kind of way, or it just may be something that you really sort of stands out for whatever reason. You could be a mother and have young people that you're responsible for. Maybe you're going to be a mother or a parent. Or you're just doing away with the Page of Cups and moving on to a queen who's present to your emotional needs and is able to help nurture a relationship like a boss. Okay? That sounds so much more appealing to me. I like that. This person could be a water sign or have a significant water placement in their chart, Pisces or Scorpio Cancer. Now, you have a lot on your plate, or you at least give off the impression that you do. Whether that is the case or not is basically up for you to decide, or for however the world decides to interpret it, okay? So there are things that, like, you have an understanding that you need to repurpose some of the things that you've been working on, or there's, like, you know that there's a need for change, that there's a need to let things go, like you're just holding on to some stuff. And also that there's a need to sort of remake or do over, or like a kind of like a mental and spiritual makeover might be something that you want to take up on some level. But other people see that you're very happy, that you're very consistent, despite whatever grief you've experienced, or any trauma that you've experienced, things that you may have not learned about in your life, lessons that you've missed. You know, there's like there's a certain element of joy that you carry with you that is quite contagious. And you know, you're full of life. People see that you're full of life, and they love having you around. It's like you're the type of person who lights up the room. And it's so common for Libras to be that way, because I find that Libras are so extremely charismatic. They so easily are able to be the life of a party on some level. They're very attractive, very balanced in the art of conversation, and just understanding of what it is to be other oriented, and how to also carry themselves in a way that reflects that. And I just really appreciate a lot of the Libras out there that I know. It's a cool sign, not gonna lie. I've had some heartbreaks with Libras though too. Sometimes, you know, when you think about that Queen of Swords in reverse and King of Swords in reverse type of personality aspects, where, you know, it's either expectations are always like too high, right? You meet them and then you realize, oh, they just raised the bar for nothing. Either that, or you know, it's like nothing is ever good enough for the reversed aspects of Libra. But there's also just being too harsh in judgments. You know, Libras have the ability to say things that you'll never forget. But you want to, so you just do away with that, because it's not healthy, all right? But speaking of others and joy and celebration, we're gonna go to the positive here, because we're on a new journey. We're gonna, you know, you really hope to find some kindred spirits, some like-minded people that you can congregate with. And, you know, that could be the journey that you're about to embark on. That could be the way towards finding this individual, this new friend, lover, person of interest on some level. You have to let go, though, and stop killing opportunities, right? Like, what's holding you back from being around people? Are you worried about being judged? Are you just experiencing a great deal of social anxiety? That's real. Do you feel like there's nowhere that, you know, appeals to you to visit, to meet new people, or have your friends moved on in your life? I don't know. It's just coming up, like when you think about the Fool, it's coming up with new ideas and ways to get yourself out there and around different people, so that you can learn and grow and keep your circle moving. Because the same old thing is boring. It's boring, but it can also be very what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say soothing, can be very satisfying, and just being a creature of habit is, I don't know, it's safe for some people, for a lot of people. But there's some things that you just kind of need to, I guess, bite the bullet and go out there and do. So that's what this spread is telling you to do. And it's about a mindset. It's a fresh mind. Letting go of all of your negative self-talk that holds you back. That's going to come through for you with this full moon in Virgo. Ruled by Mercury. So that mercurial energy is going to keep your mind fresh, wanting to communicate and exercise your already existing great conversation skills. You're great with small talk, I think. And that can help lead the way to, you know, making new relationships with other people, or at least small talking your way into feeling like you've fulfilled yourself socially. Because you light up the room. So go out there and light up some rooms. Light up some rooms that are different. Light up some rooms that are different and stop worrying about your ailments. You know, don't let what's happened to your body, don't let what, you know, maybe not having a lot of money, don't let what feeling like you're worried that people are going to shut you out. Don't let those things get in your way. That's going to be what blocks you. That's what you need to make sure that you're not allowing to happen. So let's have a little inner child moment. Some nostalgic childhood memories with the original angel cards. This is an extended version. It's like a fancy big deck now with stickers and everything. They even give you a guidebook. This never used to be a guidebook. It was like half the size with this little deck. I loved it when I was a kid. We got a blank one, so you can fill in the blank. But I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that, Libra. You may have already thought of what it is that you want to think of, but exploration. So here we go. Just to confirm this Fool card energy. All right. Get out there and explore. Be your own little exploradora. All right. Fuck out of here. Get out. This is your mantra today. Say it in a New Jersey accent to add emphasis. I just did that, so you're welcome. If bullshit shows up, give it a fuck out of here and send it on its way. This should probably be a silent mantra at work and school and pretty much anywhere in public. So we don't want to be screaming it, obviously, like a weirdo. But it's still highly fucking effective even when you keep it all to yourself, right? So we'll leave it at that. And I appreciate you. Take it easy and we'll catch you next time.